Não.
Dog.
Você acha?
Fuck.
Ni pay.
Esse é epocra. Avo. Yeah, we are getting there. Slowly.
Ago. Mas o subolista. Me eu lo apre kiti apre to apre no. No na wenye que me peti jikola. Mais yo ma voduo, mais yo to voduo. Mais yo active voduo kata, mais yo yinga voduo. Mais yo ça c'est ya mais yo mami wata. Mais yo mi apete to voduo pete mais yo mi. To bu ci pinyo mais yo apete to gba de. Mais yo apete esse na no me se da na no me. Na ko ga se mo chu. Na jibi se mo chu. Na yo do se mo chu. Oh, the healing plant. I call them body. The energy that you possess that enable us to use you to heal our body. As in Nipedia, we bless you. It's been long. We've been here some time ago. Today happened to be a day that you, the ancestor, you've agreed that I'll come and meet my brother again, and then we share one or two ideas. May our meeting, everything be successful. Anything that will say, oh, what we are doing here today will not be successful, let that person take the lead and visit the ancestors there and come back and tell us how that place is, whether it's sweet or it's bitter. May everything be successful. In the name of Asasiya, in the name of Mameya, in the name of Inframa, in the name of Nsiu, in the name of the healing herbs. Ashe.
Blessing for my house.
These are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They play upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
Don't fucking move on. Shoot your fucking ass, bitch. Tase his ass.
Why are you so angry?
I'm angry because it's been going on forever. Enough is enough.
We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries. I will.
Fuck!
He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpiner.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are. Please don't tell me this, Lord. Please, Jesus, don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me that he's gone. Please, officer, don't tell me that you just did this to him. You shot 4 bullets into him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir.
Mid-20th century is Africa's. This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Oh, just a video. Today I've come to visit my colleague healer called Dzinsiyi. Is that it? Nana. And we are in his ghetto now, so he has offered us some wonderful tea. You want to?
I have to be careful. I have to be careful now.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, come on. You edit that part.
Yeah. But it's all good. It's all natural.
Okay, so first, like we said, today happened to be the day that the ancestors have agreed or organized for us to meet a brother, a friend, healer, who's also called Dzinsiyi Nanasei. We've all started this thing together. This his hideout. It's not open to the public unless you are that close or your issue is very, very, very beyond imagination.
Wow, then I'm honored to be here.
Oh yes. Yes.
Because if it's not open to the public and you have to be with Dean to be here, and he's welcomed me. And guys, I have this tea. I can't talk about it.
He has a lot of medicinal plants.
Yeah.
This is the home of a herbalist.
Mm.
It's obvious. So as we go around, then our brothers will see what we are talking about. But for now, he has offered us some.
Did you do anything with Maya?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. You looked at somebody else that did. Also was talking about the magic, the mushroom and all of that.
I did it with Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah. It's true. Because I saw the video, and I was like, who is she talking to? But I even thought it was Maya. So I remember sending her a message that, who is that? Like, who are you talking to? And in my head, I'm like, I can't wait for this conversation to happen between me and him. Like, I wish I knew exactly where he is. And the way...
I was telling you, they are into moringa stuff.
Yeah.
That is Ben.
Ben.
Well, guys, I'm honored to be here, and he looks very calm. Listen, very calm, very calm. For you to have this calm effect, you have to locate
those who
him.
know, they don't make noise.
That's what I mean by very calm. Like, he's not loud, he's not talking too much. They say empty barrels makes the most noise, right? So those who knows, you're very calm and quiet and humble at the same time. And I'm yet to take the tea he offered me. And he said he's going to talk about a tea, not this tea. We can't talk about this tea. But I was telling Doc that it smells like, you see, when you cook cassava and you pour the water off cassava, that's the smell that I'm getting from it.
Okay. It's plant.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plant.
So my brother, how far?
So far, so good.
It's been long. About a year now.
People are getting well. People are discovering themselves and their purpose. And that's our work. We can't heal anyone who's not ready to heal themselves.
That is it. But
The part you said, discovering themselves and their purpose. You want to elaborate?
You only get sick when you've not discovered yourself and your purpose. That is what healers do. We don't heal anything, we just address symptoms. And we find it show you how to heal yourself.
Wait, so you get sick because you don't discover yourself?
You know, if you're eating right in the first place, you won't get sick. And to eat right, that means you are starting looking inside yourself for who you truly are. That's where it starts from. Anyone who is not eating right have not discovered themselves. They don't know who they are.
So who you are affect what you eat.
that is it.
Oh.
When you discover who you are, you won't put no trash inside your temple. And when you're not eating trash, you're healthy. You're giving the body what it needs.
Just when we go here, there were no questions like nose marks. So why should nose marks?
But the air alone is.
Why do you need a nose mask to get this oxygen inside your lungs? Human is not meant to be having nose mask and all that shit. That's your natural way to live. Every sickness is divorced from nature. If you wear nose masks, you have divorced from nature. No oxygen is going to get into your lungs. Or when you breathe it out, something's going to return back.
So that which we think we are preventing, we rather harming our systems.
The only way of preventing is eating right, thinking right. put off your TV and the radio and every sickness is gone.
Wait.
I told you can't.
Wait, no.
It's a crazy man.
No, listen, I'm not prepared for this.
It's not yet.
I'm not prepared for this.
Not
Because
yet.
he's talking about putting off your TV and radio.
Because they give you junk informations, you pollute the mind and all those things. So sometimes we come here to cool ourselves down. Where we are.
This is for healers to come and heal themselves.
Yes.
Relax.
So the community you are talking about is going to be something like this.
Yeah.
Actually, this is my brother. He's not feeling well today. But,
Oh, okay.
He's relaxing today. But whatever we are working on is like a bigger blueprint for everything. It's not an individual something. It's more communal and like-minded coming out and then to build for ourselves. I'm not going to waste my time fighting for my son to go to Achimota school because they have bedrocks. I'd rather create my own school.
Listen, I can show you my chat. This is the exact conversation I was having with my admin yesterday. So we have a community, and somebody forwarded a note to my admin that can we rally behind this petition about this
venture. Why are you trying to integrate into a burning house?
Listen.
These schools, what do they teach? This is bullshit. You want your children to become corrupt like those who went to the same school? You want them to hate themselves so much they wear wigs?
Wow. So if you take them off after learning,
You
to
want them
become
to
a doctor,
hate themselves so much they start bleaching themselves?
it's not easy.
Wow.
What are we trying to leave for the next generation? The next people who come after us. This same self-hatred. Why are we fighting so hard to be part of them? Why can't we build our own and trade among ourselves? Because it's a community. Everyone brings what they do best and do for their people. That is it. What is the essence? If you want a house, then you have to go and work for someone to get paper to go and build a house. But when you have a community and you have a special gift you do for them, it's exchange of values. That is how ancestors live. That's where we are supposed to return back to.
Wow.
Right, build yourself. Work for yourself. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or anything. Build for yourself. Form a community. Trade among ourselves. That's all. Have our own currency.
Yeah.
Digital currency is everywhere. Why don't we have our own currency? Restaurants via Burn Babylon, Fire Burn Babylon. Now, what is it? Practically. What is the practical solutions? Are we fighting to be integrated with people who are going to be taught how to plant chemical fertilizers? Or we are going to go back to organic? If you are going back to organic, they won't teach our children that kind of knowledge in their schools. So why are we so fighting? Wasting my time to fill in that thing? No, I won't do that. I'd rather waste that time to look for land so we build for ourselves.
Wow.
That is the solution to our problems. Nobody is coming to do for us.
It's really hard for a lot of people to see what you're saying, because to them, if you're not a part of what everybody is doing, then you're being insensitive to the matter of the day. And for you to talk like this, it means you're being too outrageous, and you're not being the word they use, you're not being a human being. Think like the normal human being, behave like everybody else. So for you to be saying this conversation,
history has proven over and over and over and over again that at any point in time, most of humanity have been stupid. At a point in time, 99% of the world thought the world was flat. Those who said the world was spherical were hanged, they were burned. No truth is popular because the human mind has been engineered to hate the truth. The whole world is a lie, everything. Imagine there is a virus, and the first thing the people are waiting for is for another virus to be pumped inside their brain.
I can imagine.
Nobody is talking about through proper eating, getting your oxygen, getting rid of accumulated, no detox. None of these things are being taught in schools. So why do we have to let our children go to these schools? To come and be stupid like they taught us to be? So we give 99% natural resources to foreigners. Or we want in our lifetime to see that there's a new evolution. That Africans have taken their own matters into their own hands and then running everything. No foreigner will own any over 70% or over 30% of everything in Africa, but it belongs to the people. This is where we are supposed to be getting to. Not the politics and the theaters and the lies they're telling you. If a politician is on TV not talking about organic food, banning plastics, protecting the water bodies, like our ancestors were using our spirituality to do. What are we doing? It's useless. We are standing in the mud and bathing. Nobody's going to get
we are not thinking like a human being.
Because we are not eating what humans should eat.
That's the gem.
If we are eating man-made food, what will you produce?
Your body needs nutrition, not chemical mimicking stuff. So many people have stopped eating now. They're just eating food-like substances.
Food like substance, food like. Yes. So not food, but food like.
You have to eat what your ancestors ate. You have to use medications your ancestors use. Those are the things your DNA can interpret. You are organic. Your body can only recognize organic. That's what it's been programmed for. If you put chemical in you, your body can't recognize it. That's why you are put on it for life.
So they are demons. They are telling you your ancestors are demons. They are evil. Don't worship them. Don't go to them. Don't walk on their path. Meaning they are taking you from that path and remade you.
Yeah. So show me one country that has developed without their culture.
And that's a bedrock.
It defines your way, your philosophy, and everything. And then they mess it up and they give you DS, which doesn't suit you. So you have to wear a 3-piece suit in this sun. They have with a tie. Where the person who talks you, where he lives, he only gets about 3 months of sun. They live in a fridge already, so they need something to keep them warm all the time. And because you think you're educated, you have their wig, you have their shoes, you have their things. And then, because the conditions here is not conducive for it, you have to buy conditions made by them.
In the office.
In your homes.
So one way or the other.
So you see,
it's a chain reaction. So we are building houses that are not conducive for this. Places we are replacing all the louver blades with this sliding. And they build to trap heat in their houses.
Because that place is cold.
And we've copied blindly. You are living in the sun.
Yes.
So we don't have to trap the heat in.
No, you have to let more That's why a lot of people are developing respiratory infection. They sleep in air-conditioned cars, and then air-conditioned offices. Air conditioning is like a fridge. Only dead bodies are put in fridge to preserve them. Not a dead body. Well, a lot of us are mentally dead, so.
I like that there's a point you made. They put you on the drugs to get you hooked for life because your DNA does not recognize the drugs.
The body chemistry can't recognize. That's what. Have you seen any doctor cure diabetes hypertension before? Show me one.
Not even one.
But I know about thousands of local healers who have reversed them because we know the root cause. You are divorced from nature. It's the lifestyle. As long as you keep eating the same way, you get every sickness, or eat the same thing everyone is eating, you get the same sickness everyone is getting.
And I will tell you, it's hereditary.
You have eaten things that to turn it on. The system isn't designed for you to be fit because there's no money in the healthy. There's no money in the dead. The money is in the middle. Keep them sick and then keep on dragging them. And divert all their attention so they won't know what is really going on, either with sports, with news, with betting, with useless entertainment, and
get them distracted.
Yes.
and then be feeding them with junk food whilst you are calcifying their pineal glands. That's why nobody can tell you one healthy ingredient in vaccines that is good for their body, but because they see it on TV, someone is taking it, they all go line up and take it. The brain is dead. It's only get programmed for them to do what they're doing, and it's not their fault. Since infancy, the vaccines they give you, the heavy metals in there goes inside. So it starts decalcifying your pineal gland to a point you can't function anymore. You have become a robot, and they know it. It's science. The governments need docile people to rule.
So nobody will uprise against the norm.
Once you start eating well, you start thinking well, and you find out you are God. You don't need nobody to save you. They don't like people like that.
That's how come you see we the natural practitioners as enemy.
Yeah.
What do you think all the drugs the pharmaceutical companies, the big farm is making is going to? If everyone knows what causes diabetes, stop eating them. Who's going to buy their drugs?
That's why nobody really talks about uprooting, ending, reversing the things, but sustaining it.
We are programmed to address symptoms.
Wait, this is heavy in the sense that so all these people going to medical school and what have you are all going there just to address symptoms, but not actually to reverse anything.
Well, I'm not saying, but
That
you are not young.
That is the reality on the
You are
ground.
not young. Have you seen any medical doctor reverse hypertension or diabetes before?
No.
Then they are not trained to heal. Do you know they get commission anytime they prescribe a medication to you?
Really? Oh, it makes sense. From whoever is producing it. Oh, and I never knew they actually get commissions for
They
it.
do. They do. So even chemo, they make 40%.
Whoa. Whoa.
There are certain things we can't talk on social media.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. It's just fascinating why, like, I've never seen you before. This is my first time meeting you, right? But we're talking as family. We're talking as people. And you have no idea. I mean, the community, they know some of the things that I talk about, right? But the conversation you're having with me, you're literally pulling the words out of my mouth. That some of the things that I say, some of the things that I teach you, some of the things I talk about, you're literally taking it out of my mouth, right? So for us to be on this wavelength where your thought pattern is almost around the same thought pattern that I am, and that's how come I'm even having a conversation with Dr. Cospo, so I have a relationship with my brother right now because of the same thought pattern. So it all boils down to what we are taking inside of us.
That's a revolution. If every black person around the world is eating right, that's a revolution. You can't give what you don't have, right?
Yeah.
So if you love yourself, then you can love everybody. If you all love each other, because your neighbor is not far from you. Your neighbor is the person around you. It's not the person in another country. Your neighbor is the person you see around you. If all blacks unite around our blackness, and wherever you find yourself, you see any black person and you know that's my brother, I'm supposed to feel safe because I've seen another black person there. And if this starts today, tomorrow Africans will be ruling the world because where we unite, we are the majority.
That's the issue right there. And they know I'm not trying to come after anybody, but most of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, when they come around and you communicate with them about family sense, about togetherness, about oneness, it's sad that at the end of the day, they still go like, well, me, I want to do this, I want to do this.
Every I is ego.
They are not trying to understand the fact that we live as a people. What is yours is mine. What is mine is yours.
And it will only take good food for you to think like that. So if you are eating junk,
They know what is causing all this. They make a disconnect from spirituality. They make you disconnect from your food your ancestors were eating. They make you lose, and then whatever you know is what they've taught you. Will the enemy give you information to make yourself free?
No.
The revolution is for health, plain eating, let's start eating well, let's start loving ourselves. Then we can have love for our brothers and sisters. Self-love doesn't mean I'm preaching hatred. If I say I love my mother, doesn't mean I hate yours. It means I love my mother. All you have to do is to also go and love your mother.
That's all.
I'm saying black people, we should love ourselves first. Every race is practicing it. Except us.
Except us.
Let's learn from them.
That is it. The Chinese will buy stuff from Chinese.
That's what
They
you
don't
talk
have
about.
to they don't have to love each other to buy from them.
Yes.
The Jews, some of them are enemies, but they will go to a Jew to buy from. It's common sense approach to survival as a community in a group. You circulate your money among each other.
That is it.
That's how you have power to buy politicians, to make rules and laws that bind in your favor. They don't have to go and take £5,000 dollars from Vodafone to sell it to them, Ghana Telecom to them for 999 years. Well, if we have the money, we can go and buy them because they've already told and showed us that they are already bought people. They go to the highest bidder. They've turned bribery to what's the word, the political correct word they use for it. The congressmen and those the people who lobby.
Lobby. It's true.
So they have declared themselves that they are seller purpose. Okay, let's utilize them to make laws and rules that are good for the next 2 generations. Because we are responsible for the next 2 generations after us. Nobody's coming to save them. If we don't fight now, our children are coming to fight. Why do we have to let them come and fight now? Our ancestors, some of them went to war and got us these lands. The white person did not say, I've ruled enough, I'm going. No. We were killing them. We were fighting them.
Oh, listen, that's the thing that people don't understand. They feel independence was just achieved by them coming to a place where they say, okay, you know, we've ruled them enough, we've enslaved them enough.
They did not automatically develop conscience. No, they have no conscience. They have no conscience. That is their system.
So it was fight back from our fathers.
Yes. And we are the majority. Africans are one of the biggest warriors. They don't want us to know this, but we are strong when we unite. Nobody with their chemical weapons, their biological weapons, none of them can stand us.
I was with one of my fathers and we're talking about weapons. And he was telling me, I think you mentioned it on one of the videos too. He was telling me which weapon can stand our defenses. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about, Dad? And he said, no, I mean, which weapon? Tell me. Our defenses, you can't even see it.
Spiritual.
you can't.
Our ancestors were taking there's baths of herbs, and before they go to war, and no bullets can penetrate them. we have spiritual science. That's what we have.
That's the word, spiritual science.
It's spiritual science. Whatever we do is science.
Yeah.
These tools that talisman and all them, they are spiritual tools, ancestors level. They are scientific tools.
Yeah.
They are the Africans, we don't pray for things to happen. We cause for things to exist.
Oh, that's a bullet. That's a bullet right there. We don't pray for things to happen. We bring them into manifestation. We drag them down to this dimension.
Yeah. We create it. We cause them to come. Because we have the power of creation in us. No other reason. So if you are looking for God, you see an African, you've met God. That is the power of God in the flesh word.
So they just have to ensure that they
we never return back to our spirituality, the unity and all of that. All we have to do is unite, start it in well. What can they do? They are SARS, whatever they bring can't stand us. Because the Superman they let you watch from infancy is you. White man needs a sunscreen to go into the sun. How can a white man be powered by the sun?
Oh, snap! Whoa!
So you are the Superman. All the superheroes they are telling you they're watching, they're making it white is your story. It's you. The moment you tap into our powers,
because they cannot be powered by the sun. Oh,
we were not even designed for this world.
I can see you are getting it now.
No, Doc. Listen, I can stay here all day.
I have other things to do.
Yes.
I love things like this, especially. I talk to a lot of elderly folks, but when I see our generation come to this place of awareness where we're willing to actually not just, you see, the thing is that most of our people that are coming down still with the Western mentality, and they say, I'm going back home. They are coming back, but they are not coming back to learn from people like you. They're not coming back to say, oh, let's go to the elders, let's go to the priests, let's go to those who understand our culture, our conversation, our ways. But they are coming in and they're still going to the KFCs. Okay, I'm not supposed to mention them. They're still going to all these places, all these food joints. They are not eating from the pots. They are not eating from our kitchen. They are not drinking some of the teas that you're serving me. Yeah. Right? They still come in and they are hooked on coffee, so they are going around all these places. So what are they really coming back? They are not coming back to West. They are bringing what they've known.
There's no program. That is why we put together a program, Restoration of Africa, all the temples and everything. Oh. There's a complete program with vision and everything. It's being done, managed by our brother here. And it will be launched soon. It will be a blueprint for every African coming home and Africa to be restored back to its past glory. And it's going to be led by the youth.
Did I not tell you or what that I'm going to make sure we build all shrines that are... Did I not tell you?
That is so.
So all the light workers are connecting, they are coming back home, and we welcome everyone. Just come and do your bit for the journey. It's a war. Only black people are in a war eating junk food and taking chemicals provided by our enemy. Because we don't even know who our enemy is. We think it's a major boogeyman called Satan.
Come on.
That is it.
How do you win if your enemy is feeding you?
And giving you jobs. Biologically, genetically modified DNA, fucked up stuff that is permanent, you are putting into your brain, and you don't know one single ingredient in it that's healthy for your body.
They are killing you from within.
Now they program you. They have the genes to wipe us all out with a switch. They have it. They are doing this, and we have lined up ourselves. Who will be the biggest fool now? And when they came, our leaders, our kings, fought them off. We were conquered people. And now they don't have to lift a gun. And all the leaders and all the people who are supposed to protect you in time of war, the army, the emergency workers, are the ones who have dedicated themselves, line up without a gun, to take all their weapons that they are pushing inside you. Genetically modified weapons. It's good. They will wipe out them. But the youth is my priority. If all these people die, it's good news for Africa.
No.
It's good news for Africa. Let them take it and die. We are good with them.
But the future belongs to us.
The youth is my priority. They shouldn't go for this shit. Let the elders go. Let them go. They are the lost race. They are the lost.
It's true.
They are the backtrackers of this revolution. We don't have to waste time fighting them. Let them do their thing. We'll create organic vaccines for us. Organically vaccinated. Because it is organic. That is all the vaccine you need. Your immune system did not make a mistake. For human to correct it with chemical.
You hear that?
Everything is encoded in the food. The plant-based food. It's synchronized to your frequency. That is what can feed you. Because you can't watch it literally. Literally. So if you're eating dead food, you're feeding yourself with dead substances. After 30, you start needing insulin shots to get your dick up and all that shit. Everything is chemical to address something. And then you go. So you come to this world, work all your life to die, and then you won't be remembered for anything. Why don't you rather die killing the enemies? Educating your people.
Now see,
and then you become a martyr.
No, because with me, and that's why I appreciate what you're doing so much so, because with me, one of the things that sparks me in doing what I do is because of my great-great-grandfather, Nana Bedi Bonsu, who was killed by the Dutch.
Nana Bedi Bonsu, your great-grandfather.
Yeah. So when
they returned his head back some time ago.
2015.
Yeah. But, you see how savage
they are. They
say we were doing human sacrifice. In African history, we never had human sacrifice.
Thank you, brother.
It is
Thank
them
you.
whose religion is based on human sacrifice.
Thank you, my brother.
Glorified.
Thank you. Because when you talk about spirituality, one of the things that most people are afraid of, say, oh, are they not going to kill people? What if they kill my
I
children, my
practice
grandchildren?
African spirituality, and this is what it has done for me. It has shown me who I am. It has helped me identify my lineage. It has helped me heal so many people from all sorts of sicknesses. It's helped me become a farmer. I plant practically. I don't get sick. It's giving me light. It's giving me vision. It's giving me so much that I can't even thank them enough for. This is what it has done for me, practically. And I wish everyone should try and then grow their own food. If African spirituality is going to make you grow your own food, teach you herbs, help you live in love and in balance with nature, don't you destroy the environment. That's unlike what the church people are doing, cutting down the trees, standing in the water that we all drink, and then mine gold and going to church to give an imaginary printed paper to an imaginary person. If spirituality makes me a better person, then I'm better, because I've never seen any religious person who is better than any spiritual person I've met. You know?
Because I'm looking at your skin and I'm looking for wrinkles. I'm not seeing any wrinkles.
I'm too young for wrinkles.
No, but no, don't you. The point is that you see most people our age, right? You look at them and you think they're cystic.
They don't eat well. That is it.
You understand?
Yeah, you're right.
So you saying, talking about spirituality and how firm your skin is now, right? Then it definitely is an evidence that the next 20 years, the next 40 years, your skin will still be firm. Because
you can be young forever.
Exactly.
Age is just a number. You're not supposed to get weak with age.
You're supposed to get stronger.
Because we don't eat well now for the benefit now alone. We eat well now, so when we are very old, our body can still benefit from it. Our ancestors were giving birth to children when they were 90, some were 100. They are still getting their dick up.
Yeah.
No chemical. There was no cancer, no diabetes, no hypertension, none of that shit. What happened?
Started when we are eating like our enemies.
When I was young, about 30 years, 40 years ago, when someone has diabetes or hypertension, we called it escafoyare, rich people's food, rich people's disease.
Yeah.
What did rich Africans do that was giving them those diseases? When they were young in their villages, they were eating the local foods. They get educated in the cities. After college, they start living in the cities. Then there's fast lifestyles. The leptins, the Milo, the cornflakes, the milk, everything is processed. No fruits, no vegetables, everything is on the run. And then they think that is what is good for them. The sugar, they start eating as Europeans do. Fried eggs in the morning with vegetable oil clogging their arteries. The eggs are like, so if you eat an egg, it's like smoking 5 cigarettes. World Health Organization is a carcinogen. They know.
Wait, eating an egg
it's
is
like
like
smoking 5 cigarettes. Do you ask yourself, where do they get all these eggs from? Have you seen those poultry chicken being crossed by a cock to get it? Is that nature to you? They just bear them out of nothing. That is GMO.
The eggs are GMO.
All of them. They're fucking us up.
Oh.
And then they have media, they
I
fund.
never thought about that.
Well,
how the eggs are coming. Because
Question
locally we see
everything.
them cross before you see them laying the eggs. Oh.
You feed them GMO, growth hormone, all these plastic antibiotics.
To leave more eggs.
When you eat them, what do you think is going to end up? That is why we are sick. What we do usually, we don't even use a lot of herbs. We let them eat clean, cleanse the system, cleanse the system.
That's all.
And the body knows how to heal itself better than anyone. The body has been programmed to heal itself already. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just check it, let them start eating right. Everything disappears. Cancers, hypertension, diabetes, all kinds of stuff. It's all those. It's the diet. Once you start eating well, you connect your gut to your brain. Then you start thinking, well, we are disconnected. Anyone who is not eating well is not thinking well. When a politician comes with a pot belly, and they're eating meat and all that shit, you let them know they are stupid. They don't even know what they're talking about because they don't even know themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not eating well. How can you think well? For me and my great grandchildren, what the fuck? Eat well, then come and stand in front of me, and then let's have an intellectual conversation, and see if I need you, because when you start it, you don't know. You find out you don't need the politician for anything. They write themselves into the scripts for us. They are useless. What has a politician done for you with their money before? It's your money.
Yeah.
We the people here in this town, we know we need gutters, we know we need roads. If we all contribute 2 cities each, we can put that things together. Without a politician, and we will do it better than a politician does. Well, a politician will do it at 100 times the cost of the price, and then only 10% of the money will go there, and within the next day, that project is fucked up. So it is on us to decide for ourselves what you want to do. The future, let the old people go, is with the youth. They should get lands. If their family has lands and their family others are selling it, they should tell them to stop. That is the real wealth. There are no more lands being created. Don't sell your land.
New lands are not coming up.
Yes.
And they know it. So they are printing printed paper in their country and then buying off all the arable lands in Africa. The Chinese, the Americans, all of them. They are here.
Plenty.
And then tell you the black man over there, this place are savages and it's poor and animals and you get sick.
Discouraging you from coming back to
let them come and see what these people are enjoying here. We are not poor. We are just managing our resources well. All we have to do is manage them well, because they've corrupted about 1% of the population as leaders, and they print money for them to live their comfort life at the expense of us while they take everything. When we quash that system, you see we grounds. That's a revolution.
So question of what is even valuable is in the hand, because now we don't even know what is valuable.
They gave us values. Imagine living in a kiosk or a madhouse in the middle of a farm in a village. You grow your own food. You come to market to hustle. When you get home, as a typical African, maybe you have 2, 3 wives, or just one. Your children come and meet you with love. Without holding any car or any money or anything. You eat 3 times a day from your organic farm, because you don't put no chemicals. You grow your own food. Your water is maybe a borehole, a stream by your farm, or behind in your village. After 4 p.m. you are done in farm work. You can meet the elders in the village and sit under a tree and get all this oxygen inside you and talk about the next 2 generations. But let's take it to Razako. They say you are broke, you are poor. They define that you are poor. Let's take it to maybe one of the most developed places in Accra.
It's legal and all those things.
The gutters, the mosquitoes, the church noise, the car, the oxygen they are breathing, the quality of oxygen. Because there are no trees, they've killed the whole place. They've cut it all and make it a concrete jungle. And then their food. Tin tomatoes,
Everything
sugar,
processed.
Maggi, corn milk, everything processed.
And they eat more egg.
They think
Produced
a
by
lot
what?
of meat, all the alcohol they drink is ethanol, GMO grain. And these are the people who are telling you that person there is good. Someone who is eating all this, who needs to take a Viagra to get his dick up. Fuck his wife. Someone whose wife don't even love them. Everyone around them don't love them. They are there because of what they give them.
Yeah. The definition of true love, because in the village, the wife is not around because of anything you have, but because of you as a being. But in the cities, what kind of car does he drive? What kind of house is he staying in? What kind of job? What is the bank account?
That is what they've thought of as value to us.
So we don't know value.
Your health, that's your true wealth. Anything that affects your peace of mind and your health is not worth your life. It's not. It's not. This life is too short to waste a day of it not doing what you love. Find your purpose and do it. The universe will co-inspire and give you whatever you need to accomplish.
So now,
Wow.
you understand?
No, so how do people get in contact with you?
Not yet.
Because you talk about the community, and I'm excited. And
Oh yeah, another one will take it. We should get in touch. I will give you his details and I'll send you all the information you need to know. Because yeah, we are registering it. We are trying to form new African party registered across the African continent. And we have already written down the blueprint for African liberation and everything. So they will all adopt it. This thing works across all because it's the same organic approach solutions to everyday problems. We have to use this education should teach us organic solutions to our problems.
Natural solution.
Not this chemical ways of addressing it. That's why we've never solved it. Because everyone is trying to solve a problem with profits in mind. The moment you go profit first, that means you'll sacrifice some valuable stamps and for profit, something you can patent and you can patent later. You have to isolate and all that. And it becomes chemical, it becomes poisonous. We can't even ban plastics. What else can we do? She found a community where there are no plastics, 100% organic fruit trees everywhere, medicinal trees, a herbarium. Every community should have a herbarium. Every child in that community should know about 20 different plants.
that's powerful.
We knew it. We've done it before. We built the pyramids. So why this is nothing. We can do it again. We are their own ancestors. We are Imhotep. We are all of them. We are Kwame Nkrumah. We are Malcolm X. They exist because we are here. They are not dead. They are dead, but we are here. We are mentioning their name now. Kwame Nkrumah, Patrick Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, all of the freedom fighters are alive right now through us. Are we going to still wait and talk about the problems that we're going to solve? Yeah, I don't have time. I'd rather go and plant 2 trees, 5 trees, 10 trees. That's my solution. I'm creating my paradise wherever I am, so people can come and say, "Oh, you did it! I can do it too." And go and do it.
Yeah. Because I really love your place. Like, I love trees. Like, I love plants. So
next time we invite you to the farm.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
There's going to be a revolution. It's not a war or anything, because this war we are in is a spiritual war. Your weapon is information, so you can jump over the landmines. You see GMO, you jump over. But if you're not informed, you see GMO, you eat it, because you don't know even what it is. So we have to form ourselves and look at history to know what was, so we can understand what is. There is no point in time that white people have gone inside a room to look for solutions for Africans before. No point in history of humanity. Why do we think it's going to change now?
Exactly.
What makes us think it's going to change?
Every time they went into their rooms, it was about our
bringing out
destruction.
weapons of mass destruction. How to kill us more. How to take more of our lives. When are we going to have people who think like them for us? Because we have to think like them. How are we going to stop them from coming to our countries to destroy our water bodies? How are we going to stop them from coming to take over all our natural resources and our businesses? That is how Africa should be thinking. Because when you start thinking like that, now you are informed and empowered to do right. But right now, everyone is still waiting for imaginary boogeyman from the sky to come and save them. The people that are destroying your water bodies and killing you and giving you all these vaccines and chemicals that are killing us are telling us someone like them is coming to save us. And everyone is waiting for that period.
I like the way you put it, someone like them. Right? None of them have ever thought about our salvation, but how is somebody like them coming to now think of us and love us and make it look like they
care more about us than we...
Exactly, like your grandparents don't care about you enough. They just want to die and become demons to you and start cursing you and chasing you with all these
their grandfathers, what they've done in this world, they are not demons. When did our grandfathers took on a race and raped and killed them and used them for
never? That's a sad thing.
So
never.
How do you say your grandfathers are evil whilst they are happy showing their ancestors and what they did. They have schools, universities named after slave owners. They have all the institutions built around them, and they are still benefiting from the oppressive system up till now. Because racism is not I hate you.
Yeah.
It's a system.
Yeah.
A system of oppression, and a system needs an economy to back it.
Yeah.
We don't have the army or the economy to back racism. All black people can do is be prejudiced against whites, like going to tell the rat not to be prejudiced against. Not to be prejudiced against the cat. You are crazy. Anytime the cat sees the rat, it's chewing it.
Yeah.
So he tells his grandchildren and his children, whenever you see a cat, stay away from them, because they will eat you. And you call this racism?
And the mice actually has an engineering in them that when they take something that is bad for them, and even if they die on the spot, some way somehow, the next 7 generations are able to pick up that is bad for us.
And then they won't.
They will never go close.
Except us. We don't think even like animals.
If we were even thinking like the mice, then we would never open our doors to these people.
Like this.
We would never.
This.
Sometimes I go into the villages and when I talk to the chiefs, some of the ridiculous things they say makes you wonder if they even qualify to be chiefs.
No, any chief who is into any foreign religion is not a chief to me. Let me tell you the reason. Chieftaincy is to protect your culture, custodian of the cultural way, any way of life, your culture, any way of life. So they have to pour libations to the ancestors and all that, protect the people under them. I've never seen an imam being made a pope before. I've never seen a Catholic church being made an imam in any Muslim religion before. They won't make an imam or a pope, a monk at a Buddhist place. Then, why is it when it comes to our ancestors' way of worship, we bring someone who is practicing another way people's worship to come and take over? If you can't be a spiritualist, an African dedicated to our spiritual science, African way of life, our spirituality, don't go near the stools. Stay away. Give your family for Christ. Give your family to Allah. But the custodian of our traditions can't be practice any religion apart from African spirituality. So most of them don't qualify. The ancestors have left them. So you listen to them. You listen to them. Only stupid that comes out of them.
They've left them, like.
The ancestors have left them. They don't guide them any longer. No, that's why they are full of shit. Imagine this water river being destroyed in this Achim area. If they were connected, and when you go to the big billboard is Achim for Christ. I'm done.
Listen, guys. These are gems. Yeah, these are gems. Like, we're done. Go and sleep.
How do someone like this